Hi guys! In my last video, we returned our trashy kitchen cabinets and we have ordered a new kitchen. While we wait for our new cabinets to arrive, we are going to work on our bathrooms. We have bought tile backer and drywall for our bathroom walls. The tile backer will go under the tiles because there will be lots of water on the tiles and we don't want any water to get to our wooden frame or anything to start molding. The regular drywall would not work for this because it is made of paper, clay, and mica. Unlike the tile backer, which is made of high-performance waterproof polystyrene and has fiberglass mesh on the back of it, as you can see here. You can see that we have put the tile backer up and we have it going all the way to the ceiling. Now we are putting up the rest of the drywall around our bathroom. And in our other bathroom, we also put up the drywall and the tile backer so that we won't have to do it later. For the seams in the tile backer, we are going to use a net-like mesh like you just saw. And we are going to use tile mortar to attach the mesh to the seams. So my dad would roll out the mesh, just like with the drywall and the mudding and taping, and then he will go over with the tile mortar, which is waterproof. Here you can see how my dad is carefully rolling out the mesh, and then he will go over with the tile mortar. Once the tile mortar is dry, my dad goes over with the wet red membrane guard, which is waterproof, and you can see he went over all of the seams and all of the spots there were screws. Now that all of the anti-water preparations are done, we can do the tile installation. My dad just mixed the tile mortar and is applying it to the tiles. First, we apply the tile mortar to the wall and then the tiles so that we can attach them. To level the tiles, we are using a self-leveling system, but you can also just use tile spacers and put them all in by hand, but it would take longer than using the system we are. We got the tiles from Home Depot, and they are the porcelain tiles. Here is how everything is going. We have gotten one wall done. Now we are going to take a break from the tiles and do the flooring in our bathroom because some of the tiles are going to be going over top of the floor, so the floor needs to be done first. For our bathrooms, we are going to use the vinyl plank, but for the rest of our first floor, we used hardwood, which is thicker than the vinyl plank. So we bought a couple of sheets of plywood to put under the vinyl plank so that the floors would be the same thickness. In the plywood, my dad is cutting holes for everything that is going through our floor. And now that we have gotten the plywood in place, my dad is going to staple it to the floor with the staples 4 inches apart. Now we are installing the vinyl plank. You can see we have a cutter, which is very easy to use. And you can see on the other side of the vinyl plank, there is an underlayment cork already installed. To cut out curved shapes in the vinyl plank, my dad is using a jigsaw and he is using it in the garage so that the dust would not get everywhere. Here you can see that the piece my dad just cut fits perfectly into place. And to install the vinyl plank, it is very similar to the hardwood because it is the click lock and you just click it into place. The cutter is very convenient because we can cut the vinyl plank right on the spot and it cuts it very fast so we can just quickly cut and then install right away. As for cutting the length of the vinyl plank, it is not so fast. Of course, we still have to measure just like with cutting across. But to cut it, we are using a knife, and my dad just cuts along the piece of the vinyl plank. And once my dad has cut the vinyl plank, he has to snap it along the line where he cut. Since this piece is so close to the wall and my dad can't push it into place with his fingers, he is using the ruler to pull the vinyl plank towards him to click it into place. Now we have finished the floor in our bathroom. It turned out very nice, and we have gotten the tile edge and we can finish installing the tile. The wall we did earlier has already dried, so we took out the self-leveling system and are now working on the other walls. For the paint in the bathroom, we use the Solo paint, which is in my paint and primer video. And this paint is interior and exterior, so it is waterproof and very good for bathrooms. We are cutting holes in the tiles for the faucet and the shower head, and we are using water to cool down our tools so that they won't overheat like it says in the instructions for cutting the tiles. Now we are just putting the last pieces of tile up and we are waiting for the tile to dry so that my dad can go over with the grout and the silicone. You can see that my dad has went over all of the seams with white grout, which is waterproof, and he has also gone over with the silicone, and now we are installing all of the shower heads and the faucets. So we have finished with the bath. Now we are just installing the other appliances like the toilet and the cabinets. And that's it. Everything is turning out very nice. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you to everyone who watched to the end. If you guys are interested in the prices, comment down below the video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.